Me and Brooksy are very different in the way we operate. He's like a sniper. I'm spraying a machine gun hoping to hit something, and he's like, boom, popping them off like sniping them.
Get up! Got him. The mozzies are outrageous. Look at my spool. He's dumped half of it. Bro, I actually got to chase him. The grass is always greener. No matter where you live and no matter what you fish for, there's always going to be something that's more appealing, and it could be an hour away, it could be 20 hours away. You might have the best zones ever on your doorstep, but the lure of going somewhere different and hunting something, it might even be the same species but in a new area and working out a new zone and having a new experience with your mates is, I don't even know why, but it's like a deeper instinctual thing to like explore and discover and hunt for something new. We've been driving for what? What time did we leave?
4 hours.
Yep.
3 hours.
We'll say 3.5 hours. We've been driving for, heading north. A little bit of a road trip into a little bit of a longboat ride, set up camp, and we are camping and fishing for the next 4 days. We might run out of food, we'll probably run out of water. Hopefully we catch a bunch of fish, and we have the absolute pleasure here. My old mate Brooksy is coming. We're going to get stuck into Godfrey a little bit this trip. He might even get on the rod. He has exceeded his quota of fish for the year already though. So we'll see how we go with that.
What's the quota?
1 fish per year. That's what he always says, because he never gets to fish. And then when he does fish, he only gets my second-hand slop, like leftovers. Should be really fun.
I've been hearing about this zone from you for so many years as the ultimate potential land-based spot as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, I won't believe it until we actually get there, but it looks like the weather's good enough. Everything should line up, and I'm very, very keen to get out there. I haven't gone on a trip with Brooksy for about 6 months now, I reckon. And I've forever pictured, like I've visualised going to this place with him for many years. So very excited to get in the car with him and be finally going to this place. It's a pretty special zone.
Hey, are you going to the fuel station first?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, I'll park right next to it now anyway.
All right, I'm about 3 minutes away, I reckon.
Right, bud, see you when I see you.
All right, mate, see you in a minute. See you, Cobber.
Who's that, Brooksy?
That's Mr. Pascoe, old man Pascoe. We were just saying before, pretty rare to go away on a fishing trip and like have your mate's dad come along and hang out and actually be stoked about it. He's a bloody legend. They're all legends, all the Pascoe lads. Well, originally this trip we were going to go barra fishing only. And I was talking to one of my good mates, Kobe Pascoe. His dad called me and said, hey, you thinking about going to this place? I'm pretty keen to go as well. I was going to go up solo. And I said, yeah, well, we're going. He went, oh, well, do you mind if I tag along? And there's not many people's dads that you could go on a like multi-day fishing trip with and hang out and fish side by side and just have normal yarns, sit around the campfire and stuff. And it just worked perfectly. Liam's a really, really genuine dude. His whole family just love going fishing. And they're really good people, and they're just in it for the pure stoke of going fishing. And that's the coolest thing ever. We're very one side heavy here, you realise.
Briggsy on that side.
Yeah.
You guys. What's it like being back to the Brooksy?
I just don't understand why we've got the guy that doesn't boat packing the boat, and he's just loaded the whole one side of the boat with shit.
There's rods over here. And this is where I'll stand here, bro. I'll be here.
Every time I have this meltdown with him.
Are you going to be looking forward to dropping on the rocks or what?
Are you gonna leave me behind?
We have our ups and downs, man, Brooksy.
The crew's always got to carry heaps of gear, I understand that. Cameras, and I can't believe we got a board to get out to the boats. They used to just swim in and out until they found out there was some big sharks off here, but everything they bring, the kit and caboodle, they eat pretty well. I've got to say I eat pretty well, had prawns and all that sort of stuff, but yeah, and I don't mind carting his gear around. I understand he's got to, if he wants to get a bit of stuff done around with the videos and all that sort of stuff, and there's 3 blokes on your one boat, so I don't mind carrying a bit of shit, it's pretty cool.
We've got way too much stuff, as per usual, so Liam's been kind enough to take our jerrys, our little generator, and he wants to take our swags as well, which is bloody awesome. He's they do this trip a lot, so they don't overpack. We overpack, it seems. Briggsy, big overpacker. Actually,
Some things you need, hey, Briggsies?
I'm a land-based Jimmy. What can I say?
Briggsy isn't actually the big Godfrey overpacker. Godfrey's got everything.
Oh yeah.
And he's gonna, I can just see what's gonna happen here with that iced coffee but in the back of the sea.
Big explode?
Yes, yes. I run a tight ship, especially when Briggsy's around because he's just doesn't, he's never really dealt with boats that much, you know. Or is it?
My camera's in that one.
No, this is you.
Okay, where do we put the camera? Special. I'm very sensitive about my cameras and stuff and my leaders. Like everything's tied perfect. I've got sensitive little guides on everything. Brooksy just chucks my rods in the boat. What it is Brooksy can tell I'm sensitive about my gear. And so he'll, even if he doesn't really care, he'll like, get it in there quick, we gotta go now, man. Like, and just like stress me out while I'm trying to like gently put my bag down and stuff. Brooksy like secretly gets all his rods ready and then he's like, quick, cast, and all mine are done up, I can't cast. And then he catches all the fish and I look like a gook.
Briggsy, I don't think he'd make it down the
I
boat.
have a boat license, bro.
Yeah,
I know
and
how
what
to
happened
do
to
it.
that boat?
I put the back anchor out of Denny's and it flipped. Or was that not the one you made, the other one?
Yeah, yeah. I just like escaping people. I think that's one of the reasons to go on like a road trip and go somewhere like this is like get out there and feel like a bit of adventure and be like at the mercy of the elements and just find something cool. That's the main thing. It doesn't, for me, it doesn't really matter what time of year it is. If the weather window arrives and it lines up with the right tide, and there's always going to be something to catch. And a lot of the species we can catch right here. It's every time I've been to that place, I've been with like really good mates. Whether you're catching fish or not, it's just the funnest time ever, just the shit that goes down. We've got a bit of a long run here. I think roughly 80 something kilometers. Very lucky, wind's like 10 knots maybe, pretty flat. Should be a pretty nice run up there. I have done it before here when it's not like this and it is torture, so we're very blessed. Hopefully it stays like this and the next few days the weather's looking primo as. So if all goes to plan, we should be in for a very good time here, Goblin. Let's do it. Let's go. The water was horrifically brown. It's been flooding all up and down the east coast of Australia for like months. Going there, you need a specific tide for the water to be clean, and we had that tide, but the amount of rain we've had, the water in the ocean was just putrid, and I was just the whole way there just going, it's gonna get cleaner, it's gonna get cleaner, it's gonna get cleaner. And usually when you pull in there, you're like overwhelmed by how beautiful it is and the crystal blue water and everything's just popping. And this was like mud and it's just rattling, but somehow things happen and it gets better.
I was a little nervous. I could see in Brooksy's, like he's like, no, it'll be sweet, man. But I could see in his eyes it was like not sweet. It could be like something might not be okay here. But when we pulled up, went around the headland, it was green, not brown. And green we can work with. Like fish can find your lure in green. Pulled up to that little beach and it was so calm, beautiful zone. Like, there's some camp zones that are uncomfortable, the anchorages are hard. This spot is just made for it. It's like deep drop off, nice sand anchorage, easy camp zone. A couple dog prints when we first rocked up, which I wasn't excited about, especially being a land-based fisherman. But yeah, beautiful zone. Very stoked on the camp area.
Meeting Brooksy was just social media to start with. I mean, I never had a phone till I got up here sort of thing, and then started getting into it. And Cobes met Brooksy first up. Yeah, he come down for a trip and we just all met up and get on like a house on fire. He's a good fella, eh? Bit of a larrikin, loves his fishing. He's just us really, isn't he? Anyone who loves fishing and just getting out in the back doors, exploring really.
The mozzies are outrageous.
For any of us, and especially Brooksy, going around that next corner is the big thing, and just exploring those flats or the next island or finding that next patch of finger mark or something like that, you know, and everything, every style of fishing's in it. You know, there's all different styles you can do and just from leaving one beach really.
I think the first port of call is just go fishing and get the monkey off the back, get a bite. And like while you're doing that, you're obviously looking around, seeing what it's like in certain areas, what the water's like, what's going on, is there bait, is there whatever. The first bite of the trip is like the one that gets the ball rolling. If you get it, it really gets the ball rolling. If you don't, it's like good, but it's also flattening. We found a couple little fish, or a couple big fish just here, and just using the side scan, I'm out like 40 metres, and there's some big squiggles there, so we'll give these a little hit. Got a little vibe on at the moment, got a plastic rod ready as well. We're in 12 metres of water. It'd be real nice to get a nib. Bugs are crazy, and we broke our only thing of insect repellent last night. The nozzle just stopped working, so. It's a really cool way to do it. Just go and drive along and find new areas with shooting 50 metres either side on the side imaging and just going, oh my God, there's 50 fish there. Let's go drop a plastic into them and see what they are. And then bang. There it is. There it is. That's it. Come on, doink. We got the doink goblin. There's a big fish here, boys. Oh my God. This is not good. This is a real big fish. Pretty undergunned here. Oh my. That's a big fish, dude. That's a big fish, Goblin. Oh, look at the head shakes on him. I would have loved to hook him on my swim bait rod to be able to put a bit more heat on him, but there's not much I can really do here to stop this fish at the moment. If we lose him, I'm not going to be surprised. He's coming at me. We're just on spot lock here as well. I don't want him to take us out over the ledge. And then we're into like the shark territory. And we are bending here, and this is a serious fish, especially on this tackle. I got the Zanac Snipe 7.2 XX 4,000 size surtate and a little fish trap with small little hooks, and I'm maxing out the pressure for this setup, and this is a serious fish, man. Gotta have colour soon. Come on, mate. Crazy power. Don't want to say the S word in case one comes. Have a go at that thing. Big black jewfish. Wow. Come on, mate. Don't carry on too much. That's not a bad start to the morning, fellas. Listen to that. playing the drums, the big fella. That's pretty sick.
Well done, brother.
On that little rod, man, that's pretty cool. Have a go at this fish trap just in there. The crazy thing, that's not even a real big black dewy. Really good size, beautiful, beautiful fish. Look at him, fins up, lit up, big tail on him, and just the most crazy power on a rod like that. Like, fishing doesn't get much funner than that, man. Sizzling drag, light tackle, pushing it to the absolute limit of what it can do. Whew, go finish me chock muffin now. Alrighty boys, we just had him swimming here for a minute. Gave him a little stab to like try and get some air out of him, and these fish are notorious for not releasing well. We're in like super shallow water here, so we're just gonna give it a go. He's got a bit of life left in him. I'm gonna just push him. If he comes back up, we'll go and get him, but I'll give him every chance. Let's go, mate. Go, buddy. Go, buddy. It's a good start though to the day, Goblin.
Well done, mate.
Boys are on.
Stuck to it.
Boys are on.
Headed north, what's the plan?
I don't know. Yeah, I like those fish, the black dewies, they're epic, but like I said, they are like pretty bad to release, and I don't want to eat one. Like, I'm not going to stay here and try and catch another one of them and kill it for no reason, you know. That fish, we vented it again, got all the air out, and he went down. I don't know if he survives or not. And it's just the brutal reality of fishing. But if you stayed and caught 10 of them, you wipe out the whole school, and the next time you come here, they're not here. So catch one, realize what they are, move on. Because they're a pretty cool fish. Even though you're not gonna eat them, or they're not the best like target for catch and release fishing, but they're a cool fish. They fight really hard, real good looking. They stink, covered in slime. Let's go. What are we doing? Where are we going? I think rugged is the best way to describe it. And I'm pretty sure a lot of the headlands and rocks and islands and beaches, like no one has ever set foot on, you know what I mean? It's just like, why would you? Like, why would you pull up there unless you are like someone like Brooksy that has that mental tweak, land-based vibe? Like, there's no reason for you to go and walk on these places. So it's super rugged. It's super beautiful in its own right because it is so just like raw and wild, and there's wild dogs and pigs and all kinds of things. That kind of fishing, like the plasticking and vibing and stuff, I don't do a heap of it, but it's super fun and it's super effective. The bite is wild, and when it's shallow and crazy rocks and stuff, it is, you gotta like really be tussling, you know. It's all about the bite on a fish like that. You lift and then it just goes, and it's just on. We're on, boys. Jesus Christ! Get up! Oh, my thumb, bro. No idea what this is. Don't want to talk about it. Proper fighting like a big fish on light tackle in that country. A lot of times you lose, but when you win, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we catch up with a fair few people, you know, and Brooksy's one of them, obviously. He's been up here a few times. There's a lot of other fellas we take barra fishing and doing different things like that. Slow jigging offshore is always a good one, but whenever friends and family come up, I've got a few mates and we'd go offshore and just try to tire them out on dew and big goldies and stuff like that, you know, and pretty well they're saying, oh, let's go somewhere else. They got sore arms.
You're welcome from Brooksy's charters, mate. Just follow us around.
Yeah, a bit of local knowledge here, mate, you know.
We'll have to mark that spot.
Liam and Leith and Kobe as like a family unit, they're like extremely good at fishing. They spend the time, they nut it out, they get fixated on a species and they don't stop until they've dialed it in. And it's proof in the pudding with them, with the big saltwater barrows, all that kind of stuff. They're the best at what they do. However old Liam might be, he's young at heart and he's going and doing that trip solo and just like banging fingers, banging dewy, like just catching fish solo. In his footy shorts and stuff, it's the most Aussie thing ever. Just a genuine legend of a guy. Well done. Woo! Have you seen that fish? That's up here, like, it's kind of the fish, isn't it? The big finger. There's a lot of them here, but we just went from in the river where we were camping. I caught one this big, and that's pretty prime, man. Really sick. And if we get one, we might put it on the fire, Godfrey. What do you reckon?
Fish curry for the boys.
Oh yeah, we got fish curry.
Yeah.
55 centimetre one here.
Hey! That's all good. We'll catch something, live by the sword, die by the sword. We'll probably get to 6 o'clock tonight. We'll have a cod for dinner.
Caught by Brooksy.
Yeah. About to witness a fly fishing masterclass here. Been practicing in the off season. No, I haven't really. I haven't actually picked up the fly rod in probably about 2 months. So we're going to be very rusty, even more rusty than usual. And the bite slowed down where we were earlier, so we figured come give it a go. Permit. Liam's over on another flat over there, so we'll keep the comms open. If we see him, we'll let him know. If he sees him, he'll let us know. And if we catch one or not, I'd be more stoked if Liam caught his first ever permit, because he's been trying for a while, the poor bugger. It'd be awesome to see him get one. I'm just a little bit worried about the amount of ciders he's going to drink if he does catch one. But this is all right. I can see the bottom in here. It looks actually not too bad. I don't know what's cool about permit. I think they've been hyped up so much by fly fishermen that they're like the holy grail of fly fishing and they're difficult to catch, but they are, in their own right, a really cool fish. They're beautiful lads and they are dicks. They can be dicks. They just trip out doing their thing, but screw it up, whatever, it swims away, you go to the next one. I've changed it up because for the first time in my life I just got denied by a permit. So I've gone from the crab to the shrimp. And they're back up here, same school. A couple of them peeled out and like came after it, but they just didn't want to eat it for whatever reason. As long as they don't spook and bail, we're going to keep changing until one of them eats it. It could be the top water crab that they want. They're up on the surface, man. Look at them. Fins out of the water. Look at them, shiny boying and shit.
16 years I've been up here trying to chase permit, and I've had that many refusals, it's not funny. Finicky little fish in the shallows, and yeah, I've been tying my own flies and trying to get one on my fly, and Brooksy's sort of said, this is the weekend.
Oh, he ate it. He ate it. He ate that. Liam is a fishing nerd as well. He has like a lure cabinet with expensive lures. He fly fishes. He makes his own flies. He actually gave me a bunch of shrimp flies like a year ago, but he's never caught a permit. And he always heckles me for catching permit. One of the big things for me on this trip, I said to the boys, was if he catches one, it'll make the trip. So for that to go down's just wild. We haven't personally succeeded. Godfrey just hit me in the ribs with a fly, but Liam is on to his first ever permit here. Solo, we're gonna come up, we'll Might give him a hand landing it if he needs. Film it for him. Pretty stoked. They go really, really hard, eh? Permit. Big one? It's a permit, number 1. Oh, right here beside me, right here. The stoke levels on someone like that who's been trying to catch one for 18 years. And for it to happen there, and we just pull up at that moment, it's special. Oh yeah, there he is, little guy.
I was quite surprised that such a small fish can pull that hard. I was only using a 7 weight, 10-pound tippet, but yeah, fight really good and just hung in the current, and I was a little bit nervous, I got to say, and then you boys rocked up and was probably halfway through the fight and took me time and that. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Is that the first one you've ever hooked? Yeah. Awesome. I filmed a little video of him on my phone, and the stoke factor is like out of this world. Absolutely beaming. His son called me, he was like stoked that we were there with him, but spewing that he wasn't there for it as well. So it's just a really cool family fishing dynamic that's happened. It's sick.
First perm.
Woohoo! Couple siders are in trouble, the Savo.
Well, that'll be, we got one.
Epic. Well done, mate. Woohoo!
Well done, brother.
How long have you fished for in your life?
I suppose picking the fly rod up, I'd have been 18, I suppose.
18 years old.
55 now.
And he's just caught his first ever permit, and it's made his day. It's made probably his year. He's frothing. Look at it. That's the coolest thing ever about fishing. It doesn't matter how old you are, what you do, you can still catch something to blow your mind. Epic. Really cool.
That's sick.
Now we need to get a big one. Big monster. They're just here now. I've got these two here. Look at them.
That is gorgeous.
He's on it. Got him. Got him, boys. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! He's pretty big, man. I've got a knot, got it. All right, we're good. No big, like, crazy runs yet, which is concerning. I was tripping out about putting 20 on because I've dead set normally use 30 and Godfrey was yelling at me. Wow. I hadn't picked up the fly rod for a good few months. But it's like riding a bike, Godfrey. I can't cast for shit still. But half an hour, permit number 9, bang. Oh! The first one went down to look at it, then this one saw him and went down and ate it in front of him. Good fish. Real good fish. Liam's just spotted another lot of permit coming down here. If we can get a double going on, it'd be absolute scenes. Godfrey might have touched the anchor to his legs. Net would have been good. Number 9? Double digits coming.
Number 9.
Look at that. They are beautiful, huh? Look at that little thing. Can you see the crab? It's deep, huh? 1 each. Epic little perm. Liam's first one before. Sun popped out for like 10 minutes. Saw 2 of them sitting there. And this one didn't want his mate to get it. Came over and smoked it. Super strong, epic fish. Super clean, look at him. We need a fish for fish curry for dinner, but I don't know if I could do it with one of these guys. They're pretty epic. They sit there, they're orange fins and tails sticking out of the water, and they just fight like crazy. They're special fish, so we'll de-hook him and we'll send him. He's good to go here. Took a little bit of finger surgery to get that hook out. He really wanted the crab in competition with his mate, and he hoovered it all the way down, but no blood. I'm just gonna let him go gently. See you, mate. Yeah, the boys! Woo! Any ciders? No. Let's set it straight. I really enjoy the permit fishing now. It is kind of weird to say because I take the piss out of it and it's just funny, but I really enjoy it because they can be pricks and I like beating them. And they are a cool fish and they fight extremely hard. Extremely hard. They're actually epic fish. I always thought they were shit, but they're epic. Just so we're clear. You got to have a structured plan with everything on a trip like this, like even your food. And we're food shopping, it's like, what are we going to have for dinner night 1, night 2, night 3? And then you get there and you're a bit hungry and you screw up the plan straight away by eating all your steaks the first night. We are in a bit of dire straits here. We need to catch something for dinner. Otherwise, we are literally eating rice with curry paste and a bit of coconut milk. So the pressure's always on to like catch a fish for you guys in the video, but we got pressure on so we actually eat something tonight, so. You need a good hot meal at the end of a day like that before you go to bed to re-energise you for the next day of punishment. Is this hook painted on or something? I felt it, but it wasn't like big, but it was decent. Pulled a bit of string, possible finger. Like I'm seeing fish and they don't want to eat my vibe. I don't know what this is, man. What could it be? I don't know. I forgot to bring my vibes. There was one in the boat. That's the only thing I've caught a fish on. What is this critter? It might be a trevally or something. It was pretty fast. Oh, it's a big finger. Big finger. Big finger, Godfrey. Godfrey, have a go at it, mate. Oh, one treble. One treble. One treble. One treble. I'm more nervous with this than the permit by a mile because this is dinner for the fellas, if we can get it in the boat. I had my net in my car, so if I lose this fish, call me an idiot. That's an awesome looking finger, man. Oh my God. Comfort lift, comfort lift, comfort lift, comfort lift, comfort lift. We're eating dinner. Look at that thing. That's a cracking fish for the river, man. Look at that. Look at the color on him compared to the ocean ones. We're doing it tough, me and Goblin, just then. We needed one fish to cook for dinner Couldn't ask for something better than a 65 centimetre finger mark. Epic fish. In the creek. Stoked. Day done. "12-hour day on the water. Boys are fried, heading back to camp. And big day of like just jumping around all over the place. I've been here a couple of times, but that doesn't mean you've got the place wired. It's constantly trying to figure out what's going on at certain times of the day. What can we do next? What's a viable option to catch a fish that we want to target? And there's a lot of wins and a lot of fails, and that's the beauty of it. Going somewhere new, in the sun, cooking yourself, and not only just the physical side, it's like mentally thinking of how we're gonna make it work. That also just drains you. Right now, I'm toast. We gotta go in, anchor this boat, fillet a fish, cook some dinner, start a fire, and I'll be in the swag pretty soon. I'll give me 2 hours and I will be out. Hopefully Briggsy's got some firewood for the boys. I doubt it though.
When you get back from a day's fishing, the camp is kind of like you're off the clock. Everyone relaxes, everyone can have a good time, but you're at work as well. And so as soon as you get back to camp, you can just relax, get bitten by midges in peace and eat a nice meal together. There's a lot of like deeper emotional talks. It's good to go on a boys trip like that. You know, someone might be going through something, someone else might have advice for them, and that's the time when the cameras aren't usually rolling and you get to like get a bit deeper with the boys and connect and support each other and stuff like that, which is cool. And of course, as soon as things get too deep, there's a heckle, someone's writing someone off for being too emotional about something. It keeps it light as well. But yeah, I love the camp vibes. It's the relaxing part at the end of the day where you get to unwind and just have a laugh with the boys.
Last minute, the permit got lucky. It didn't end up in here, mate. We're going, like, you overcrowd the pan.
Is that the technique?
Look at this.
Look at that rag. What's that rag?
It's Godfrey's microfiber.
What's the black element to it?
I asked you if the pan was clean. You're like, yeah, it's fine, and it was full of sand.
Smells good. Smells like steak. Can you sear me up a little fella? So I can taste it.
Getting a little bit more oil hit in there.
Mangrove jack's my favourite fish, and this may change that.
Oh, haven't you had finger?
Never tasted it.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
It looks good.
We'll make it work.
Is there rice?
Huh?
Is there any rice, or are we just smashing curry?
No, I got rice.
I got rice actually. Can I do my rice first because there's no veggie oil in it, and then you do your veggie oil rice? I just realised the curry's full of veggie oil. Is there veggie oil curry?
I got something for you that we pre-prepared for this trip, by the way.
What do you got?
Can you just take care of that for a minute? I think Briggsy's gotten way more mental over the years. Like the conspiracies have gotten tenfold. I think everyone gets a bit more mental when they get older, but it's like Briggsy's definitely getting more mental. And I always trying to like explain to Godfrey like about who the person is before we meet them. And I said, like, just so you know, Briggsy's pretty mental and Godfrey's really good at picking on people like that. Like, and just like giving little subtle hits at stuff. So it was straight away, we're like, oh, we'll do something.
Okay.
Stay there, don't move. Take your hat off. Take your hat. Oh yeah, thing on. Watch out for the fly. Me and Godfrey pre-peppered this just for you.
It's in my eyeball.
You gotta get the little top dome going.
No good.
There, you put your head torch back on now. You gotta wear that for the rest of the cook-up. Tinfoil
Will
hat.
that protect me from the veggie oil?
Possibly not. And it's like the tinfoil hat's the perfect thing for Briggs.
I'm actually trying to get a little piece to taste it, bro. A little bit raw.
You want some salt?
Solid boil.
Oh no, you need the Celtic salt.
Nah, you can give me Hemi.
Look at that.
Hemi's sweet. Just a little. Anyone who's followed the Morning Tide films for long enough, and me personally, specifically Brooksy's reels and stories of me over the years, he loves to have a dig at Briggsy. And I've definitely got some wild ideas. I'm not your most normal person in what I follow in my life, and the body is a temple, and I'm trying to keep it as good as possible given the circumstances of our reality that we live in these days. And some of those little rabbit holes I've gone down over the years, like that little hat he put on me is kind of justified. I understand from an outside perspective, if you're not as deep as me in all of this stuff, it might seem very tinfoil hatty. So I accepted the tinfoil hat. I accept it with pride. The texture's really good as well.
Because it was probably still half raw when you put it in your mouth.
You got your first permit?
Yes.
How long have you been going for it?
Oh, a long time, 16 years.
On the fly, and you're like
I've had that many.
legitimately good at fly too, like you know how to do it.
Over, yeah, and then just have a look and then go now.
Wow.
Brooksy's always camping on the beach. I could never understand because of the sand. It drives me nuts, gets in your boat, and he'll be cleaning it out of there for a bloody month, you know. I always camp on my boat. I get on the beach and I just can't sleep because I'm always got one eye open looking at my boat and it's going to float off. Yeah, these boys, they have the campfire and sit around. It is pretty chill, sitting back having a beer or whatever sort of thing and cooking a good feed. I've got to say that green curry was awesome and he done a good job. Great job.
Really good. It's nice and salt. Oh my God, it's super hot. Like, spicy.
Put the whole jar in there, dude.
Bro. It's good, eh? Great flavour.
Oh man. It's spicy, but it's really good.
Yeah.
How good's that fish?
Delicious.
We were really staring down the barrel of just rice with curry paste, the savo. Godfrey, go get here, man. Briggsy is absolutely mental, but he is also like a genius. At whatever he does, he's extremely good at, he's extremely intelligent. Even though he's crazy with his conspiracies and all that kind of stuff, I owe my whole fishing thing to him and to Cavi as well. But Briggsy helped me a lot, like yelled at me and Cavi to make YouTube channels back in the day, and without that, we wouldn't be sitting here right now doing this. So he's a really good mate, and we always have fun. We always like just rip shit on each other constantly, and yeah, we just have a good time. And nothing ever changes in our relationship. It's just always full on, full throttle, and taking the piss out of each other and having a laugh.
Oh yeah, over him. That's a fish. That little thing's a fish.
Briggsy's never been in a boat before in his life. He's never actually sunk anything to the bottom before. So it's going to be a bit of a learning curve, but we're in a good zone and we should catch fish. We don't know really where we're drifting yet, so we're just going to deploy Briggsy.
Deploy.
You don't have to cast a mile. Line in fingies. Yes.
Line bit packed for Brooksy. How long do you sing for?
Till you hit the bottom.
How do you know when you hit the bottom?
It stops dropping.
Have you hit the bottom?
No. You don't even really have to wind, Briggsy. You can just like lift
and
waft.
Okay.
And just if you try and stay like in touch with it, like if you lift and go like that and it's just this big belly, you can watch your line when it starts raising out, but that's when you get really reefed. So like lift and like follow it back to the bottom.
Years ago, I was terrible on boats. I'd get super seasick every time I like set foot on them. I've kind of got my sea legs a bit better. I reckon if I put my head down in a hatch and I was tying an FG or something, I might get a bit crook, but these days I can handle a bit of boat fishing. I've been catching pretty small fish, and I was keen to get out there and actually get a solid fish. I still don't know what I'm looking at, like sideways rock though.
Yeah.
Is that the top of the rock or the bottom of the rock?
That's the top of the rock.
Okay. It feels like, I don't know where we're going. You know?
Oh shit, you don't know where we're going.
I just like, I don't know what's going on. What if I hooked up right there?
Yeah, you would have been on.
I think I just sink it down a bit more.
You don't have to do anything.
Oh yeah!
Fish? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You gotta get pumped while you can. No chilling.
Rod's
No
about to
chilling.
snap.
No chilling. No chilling, and you have to stop him. You're right here, actually, it's 23 metres.
I thought I was on the bottom, it just went dunk and just loaded up. I'm a land-based fisherman, mate, so I can't go light on anything.
No, bruh. Be careful, it's all that organic livers you've been eating. Okay, now you got him up a bit.
Slow
Make it
down a bit.
easier.
Okay.
No,
Little bit.
this could be
Finger.
This could be finger. You're waving that thing around pretty wild.
He's under the boat.
Easy, easy.
I'm a land-based fisherman, aren't I?
Easy.
Kind of
Easy now.
Kind of smoking.
It's a finger.
You're kidding.
I think. Oh no, it's a jewel. It's okay. Just let him come back out. You smoked him in so hard, he's green as shit.
Brooksy.
Nice one.
Woo! Frothing. He's pink. I think, to be honest, if I had the PE3 setup, it would be a bit more of a fair fight. Brooksy on the PE5 and the new Saltiga just smoked it in pretty quick, mate.
Brooksy.
Worms. Cyclist worm I've ever
Oh my
seen.
god.
Everywhere.
Oh my god.
Everywhere. I'm not touching them. Brooksy. First ever black jewfish. Frothing. He's been spewing out worms though, which is a unique experience for me. I've never seen anything quite like it. Quite alien of this fella. Frothing.
You pumped him in.
Hopefully he swims off then, eh? He's got a bit more energy.
Brooksy will release his films from this trip as well. I want you to go and watch them. I'm sure a lot of the people already subscribe to Brooksy, but watch them. He's the one person that is in like the fish-filled area and he's going swizzle sticking for little jimmies in the rocks. He's mental. I had to take him for a session on the boat to get him off the rocks or give him a chance of catching like a really good fish from the boat. And the heckle's always there, but it's awesome to see your mate catch something they've never seen before. Morning session done. We're going to start making our way back to camp and possibly fish along the way, but we got to go back. I got to refuel the boat because we are running semi-low. Drop Brooksy off. Brooksy's going to go, what are you doing?
Beach fishing, mate.
Beach fishing. You look up, blue sky, no cloud. Many permit today.
I'd describe Brooksy almost as a hot mess. He's like out of control, everything's everywhere. But at the same time, he runs a pretty clean ship and like, he's very efficient, even though stuff's everywhere, whereas I'm very slow. He's become a really amazing fisherman. In the boat, he's a weapon. Moves around, bangs the fish after fish after fish, covering many species, many different styles of fishing.
We know one flat is really good on the top of the tide, so we're going to go back there later. Right now the tide's just started rising, so we're having a bit of a scout, trying to find where the fish are now. And I'm using the Humminbird Coastmaster chart. You can see this satellite imagery. Absolutely incredible for flats fishing, whether it's sand or going to a beach and finding like rubble for a tusky or whatever it is. In this case, we're looking for a sand flat. So really good for scouting and finding new areas to fish. I think one thing with the flats is that you see everything. So you know what you're getting and what you're missing and what's there. When you're looking at a screen and on your sounder, it's completely different because you're like interpreting it through your knowledge of what you're seeing. Wow, that's pretty sick.
Me and Brooksy are very different in the way we operate. It was really cool to see his level of fishing is I'd say much more advanced than mine. Mine's just brute force cast all day, hope something comes by, whereas he's like a sniper more. I'm spraying a machine gun, hoping to hit something, and he's like, boom, popping them off like sniping them.
Oh, he's just there. Here he is. He's on it. Got him. Big banger. Big banger. Oh my God. Yee-hoo! Yee-hoo! There's permit, giant school of perms there. I've got a big, like this is a big banger, man. Bro, I actually got to chase him. I got to chase him. He hasn't stopped, Godfrey. One banger came through and then a second one. I have my spin rod here ready with the little duo press bait on. And the bangers are pretty shy up on the flats, and this one just got revved up by it and went, I'll have it. Look at my spool. He's dumped half of it. If you have a look at my line angle out there, it is on the horizon. Took a lot of line, this fish. I've never had a GT take that much line, but it's in half a metre of water. He's got nowhere to go but out. I've learnt the hard way many times. You've got to have like extra things ready at the go because you never know what's coming. And you know you've got your stick bait rod right next to you. You have it all planned out for that exact scenario, and it's pretty rare when it all comes off. But for whatever reason, that one was insane and mowed it down like they mow it down on the reef. So it's like re-spooling my reel again, having to wind this in. My left arm's cramping. Tempted to get me gimbal on. Adapt and overcome, they say, Goblin. Don't they? I can see the fish. It's like the tuna all over again. Is he big? I don't know. Or is he just 15 kilo and psycho? I've never had a GT fight like this. I thought at one stage, far out, if he's taking this much line, maybe he's like 30 kilos. But I think he's just a good run-of-the-mill nugget. Flats nugget. Man, I'll take a GT eating a stick bait on P3 in 0.5 of a metre of water where my engine's scraping across the sand. I'd love him to come on this side of the boat so we're not... Oh, I've hooked him on the dome. Right on the dome, that explains everything. See my lure on his fozz? Just give up. A bit worried about how this single's in him. Like if there's a weird angle change or something. Open the bail for me. Oh, don't. Got him. Got him. He's actually really good fish. Like, really good. He's a donkey, bro. Here we go, boys. That's not bad at all for a flats banger. 0.5 a metre water, surrounded by schools of permit, and this guy comes in and mows down a stick bait. It's so mental, this joint. You never know what could happen. If that's my only banger for the trip, I'll take it because he's well above average size. What a fish, man. Look at him. Just gonna hold him for a sec. Look at the girth on him. What's he doing in here? Give him a little side to side. See, he's got these pec fins just flared out. Just hold him there for a minute. I'm not pulling him backwards and forwards. I'm just trying to encourage his tail to start kicking. Now that's him. He's ready. See ya, mate. That was wild. Can we go catch a permit now? That was
pretty sick.
That was the wildest string pulling. That's fun. Doesn't matter what species it is, if it's for me, if it's a GT, a permit, a tusky or whatever. If you know it's a monster, the pressure's times 1,000 because like, you want it for your own like competitiveness of yourself catching the fish, but in this scenario, it's like, this will be like the cherry on the top for this film. Like it'll be the hero fish that you want, and it's like everything just compounds onto you to like not stuff it up. Do you think I could be the permit fishing gift from the heavens.
Yes.
He's on it. Got him. Got him, Godfrey. Permit on. Number 10. Number 10. Oh, dropped him. Dropped him. Caught it too early. So then you stuff it up and it spooks and you're like, I'm done. Go home. But it doesn't always end that way.
There are big permit, and I've got to say, we've caught them on vibes and plastics before, which just doesn't count as far as I'm concerned and most people. And we've always known that they were here, the big perms, and Brooksy's number 10 fish, he wanted that big one. Where did he start off at? 8, I think he started.
It's a permit, bro. Look at it, it's a giant permit. This is what I was talking about, the rogue. Every now and then, in my experience, I've seen like a rogue, solo warrior just cruising by himself. He doesn't care for anyone else. And he's twice as big as the other permit you've seen that day. See it, big guy. See it, big guy. Godfrey, Godfrey. Godfrey, Godfrey, I've got him. I've got him. Godfrey, I've got him. Everything. Liam! Massive! Massive permit! Get to the reel. Godfrey. I'm shaking. I just want him on the reel. Come on, buddy. Yes. This is gonna take some battling, isn't it?
Oh my God.
This is gonna... Oi. I'm gonna have to get after him. That knot is the first bimini twist I've ever tied in my life. I'm actually shitting myself. Like, legitimately scared. This is gonna be the most nerve-wracking landing on 20-pound leader if we get it to that point. Look at him! Oh my God. I'm just scared of like us being close together even though. I'm scared of our boats being close even, you know? Because he's coming right now. He's coming, just watch out. You see him?
He's dancing around up the front, shaking like a shithouse leaf, worried about, look how big this thing is, look how big this is. Honestly, it did look like a GT.
Oh, I'm so nervous. I wish I had the 30-pound leader on. And I made the decision in my brain to leave the net in the car at the boat ramp like an idiot. I've always made it work with landing fish, but something of like that caliber, and Liam there going, do you want a hand? I'm like, well, I'll take any hand I can get right now, get in the boat. Welcome aboard, Liam. Maybe just let your boat drift away a bit.
It was big. And then when he's talking about trying to land this thing, oh, I don't know whether I should let you land it. Oh, I don't know.
Hey? Net boy?
Net boy, there's no net.
Please. I don't know if I'm even like at the level where I can let anyone else touch the leader. I'd just be so flat. I'd rather lose it myself. I don't think this is over yet by any means.
Take it steady, mateys. I don't think he's finished with you yet.
Is this thing ever gonna stop? Like, the longer this fight goes on, the chances of something bad happening are going up and up and up and up. Naturally, just get a bit more on edge and you start rushing, and that's when stupid stuff happens. And having Liam just there going, just take your time, mate. We can be here all day. It's like the voice of reason. He's turned over there. See that? Look at that creature, bro.
He's a donkey.
Liam, I trust you.
We'll be right. You might put a glove on, right?
Yep. They just keep going. They like don't tire. Constant runs, dinner plate shaped body that is hard to pull through the water, and if they grew to 50 kilos and smashed poppers, they'd be like the best fish ever. Because I feel like you catch a GT the same size, it fights way harder than permit. That's all compounded by not knowing how much pressure you can put on a 20-pound leader, you know. Oh my God, that's a fish, bro. The longevity of the fight is what scares me. Leader in the guides multiple times.
When you're getting the fish close to the boat, it's a long rod, like they're 9, 10-foot rods, 9 foot I think Brooksy's is. Long leader, and he only had 20-pound leader, so he's flipping out even more. And so I decided to jump in and sort of landed at a bit of distance.
I wish I knew how much pressure I could put on.
Swam around me, I don't know how, I must have been standing there for 10 minutes I suppose. And it's swimming around, meanwhile we're trying to keep our eyes out for bull sharks or anything that's around. It was a little bit hairy I suppose, but I was more concerned about losing this fish for Brooksy, because I pretty well would have got right over the back of the head I reckon.
I'm absolutely shitting myself. And if Liam can grab this fish, man, it's gonna be something pretty special here. Oh, here we go, Liam. Oh, yeah, he knows. Oh my God.
Not power, mate.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Oh my God.
Holy.
Jump in, brother.
Woo! Yeah.
Oh, he's a good one, bro.
Godfrey, I'm sorry, but Godfrey, but let's get him on there. 93 centimetre, that's on there. No, 92. Get in here with me, big dog. Oh my God. I actually feel sick. Let me just turn the spotty off. That is just something else, man. That's my permit number 10 in my life. And this thing was swimming, all we could see was that back, just floating along the flat. And I don't know how, we spooked him, he resettled, he went and ate the crab, like what that thing just did and the power they have.
Nice fighting.
Holy shit.
Nice being in this side.
Yeah. Look at that fish, man. Epic trip. Epic to have Liam come along as well. He was already coming up here and we teamed up and he got his first permit yesterday. Awesome to see it and good to bloody hang out. We haven't actually hung out for a couple of years.
It's been good, it's always good.
Rad to see you, man. And that's the cherry on the top for old Brooksy. Look at that fish.
That's a donkey.
Whew. Having Liam on the boat to like grab that fish with how stubborn it was and how hard it was to like lift its head and get it controlled by the side of the boat was like just the universe giving us one to make that fish happen, you know? And I think Liam, again, was stoked for me to catch that, but also super stoked just to be a part of that and like share that as like mates and a really cool fish that we'll all remember, you know? So really rad. I've got nothing to say, that's just made it. That's a very special fish, I think. I don't know that much about fly fishing, I don't know that much about permit, but I know that that's an absolute tank. 92 centimetres. It's been a bloody amazing few days. We got here thinking we were skunked with dirty water. And man, we've had a time, and that's just like the icing on the cake. Look at this thing, he's ready to roll. He's had enough of hanging out with us, boys. All right, see you, mate. Has his top fins been like grind it off because he's such a beast. They're psycho. They're the hardest fighting thing going. But I'd love to know how much pressure I can actually put on my 20-pound leader, but not like that. I'm done. I'll put a fork in me, goblin.
Lifting that fish up and seeing you and Brooksy's face, that meant everything to me. Being there at that moment was just incredible. But I'll keep pushing as long as the body will let me, and you get that fish following and you can see it following and it's got its lips on that lure and just waiting for that tonk, and that's what you live for, and that just keeps driving me to fish, I suppose.
I definitely have unfinished business there. There's so many, you could spend a month there and not see everything. It's a very special area. And there's not too many times you get to do missions like that with your mates. You do know that maybe it'll be a couple years before we go there again. The times that we get to go to spots like that are limited in our life. And I'm just so stoked to get to do it with the boys. I'll be peppering Brooksy to go back there. Anytime the weather goes good, I'm like, let's go again, right? This is Brooksy's swag. It's literally twice the size it's meant to be because he's put a 6-inch mattress inside of it. Because his spinal tap noodle neck he has currently.
My one goal of this trip was, like, obviously have a good time, but if Liam caught a permit, I was stoked and it made the trip for me. And that happened, and then for me to be able to catch a big one as well, it's awesome. And then Godfrey doubled his quota on this trip for the year. He's caught 2 fish now this year. Permit, one of them. Every time I've been there, you leave with like a sense of like, this is a special area. And it's like somewhere that you want to be, hopefully, over the years for the rest of your life. Be able to go back there and always learn something different, see cool things, and just have a good time.